Hello and welcome back to my DDO Sorcerer series. Today I'm going to be going through, starting the Tangleroot chain. Won't be able to do all of it. It goes up to level 7, so I think I'll be out-leveled pretty quick. I can do the first 4 quests maybe. I'm going to start with my dice rolls as well. That's okay. So is that. So I get in the habit of just taking these every single time I get them. Don't really collect them for new lives, even though I likely should. Probably be helpful, but I'm impatient. Alright, I'm gonna take... I'll just get another running configuration, I think. And to get to the Tangleroot quest chain, after I've checked... Yeah, my hireling situation's good. To get to the Tangleroot quest chain, the easiest way for me is to go to House P. It has an entrance there, which is easy to get to. Right at the top. I'm gonna hop on my horse quickly. Oh, that's house beneath. I always make that mistake. House B is a bit further this way. Yeah. Now to get to Tangleroot, it's right at the top left corner. There you go, that's all it takes. And from here you have to walk to the guy that gives you the quests. He's a bit of a walk, although I think technically you actually get the quest from this guy. But you'll be talking to this chief of the hobgoblins eventually. Now I do have my horse,
the one-eared bugbear
so
inn,
that should make it
ale,
slightly quicker.
lodging, and transport to Stormreach within.
There we go. I turn my audio down slightly. It's already pretty minimized. Cool. Now, you want to go straight up here. This is the way I do it. There's probably a quicker way, but I'm just so used to doing it this way, I may as well. It's a shame I get taken off my horse.
This hobgoblin scout post is the first line of defense for keeping intruders out of Tangleroot.
It's easier to do the quests in this pack like back to back instead of coming back out every single time or coming back to the quest later on. Although I will kind of be doing that just because you have to walk this whole distance each time to get to the main entrance. All the quests take part in the same general complex, but as you go further through the quest line, there'll be like dungeons within dungeons. Yeah, so it's a very massive area once you've entered. You can skip this if you wish. Duck down here. Could be getting slayers, but don't really feel like it. And Chief Ungos is up here, as well as some shrines, I believe. Not that you need them. Could be wrong.
The hobgoblins
There we go.
here do not seem hostile. In fact,
I'll just take that.
you closely.
Okay, so we picked up the first quest in the quest line, and they all take place in this fortress. I do tend to kill these enemies right at the start. I don't really see the point though, but...
You have found the mouth of Splinter.
I'm going to run this on Elite because it's only a level 3. I'm probably begging for death again, but that's okay. Nah, I know I can run these well. Cool. Your hireling won't follow you down here, or they'll usually stand up there, so if you want help immediately you should just cool them down. Oof. Good start. Always collect mysterious remnants, you can trade them in for quite good stuff later on. Where's my pile? Must have just missed them. Oh, they'd be in my ingredients bag.
Here's
Never mind.
snarling from around the corner. The hobgoblin's dead and evil.
Oof. I definitely need to get some fortification items happening. You don't really get them this low level, and close calls like that will be quite common for me, I imagine. Never mind.
The portcullis cannot be opened here. There must be levers to control it nearby.
I'm not too bothered about breakables because I don't think I'll get enough in this first quest to even crack like an 8% bonus. I am in the habit of smashing them anyway though. Yeah, wolves can be a death sentence on these difficulties early on, just because they're so good at tripping you over. If you don't have a fairly decent balance skill, you're going to be falling over a lot, and I haven't invested any points in it yet. I usually get an item that buffs it up slightly, but yeah, I probably should invest some points. Most characters should, I think. Oh, close. Was also close. Yeah, this first quest is purely killing enough guards, and the second one will have us come back into the same area. In fact, every quest in the chain will. There we go.
Splinter Skull Hobgoblin. Hungers will be pleased.
Cool, that's the first quest wrapped up. You don't get a chest in this one, I don't believe. And it'll be a process of recalling from here quite often, just to talk to Ungers again, which is a bit unfortunate, but the XP is good, it stacks up very quickly.
The hobgoblins here do not seem hostile. In fact, their chief beckons you closer.
Not really any point casting Expeditious Retreat if we're about to enter a quest, and I don't feel like getting on my horse. Now the quests at a level 3 I'll play on Elite, but the quests once they get to 4 I'm just going to dial it down to hard because I can guarantee I'll get killed by something. And it's not great to die in the process of making videos. Spiders again. Spider webbed again. Also, it would be nice to get a bit of a higher spot skill because I'm not seeing these enemies until they're slapping me. It's a problem, the Sorcerer isn't a very skill point, like rich class to play. If you want one like that you should go for Rogue or Wizard, but they obviously have their drawbacks in other respects, like Wizards have less spell points, generally aren't as powerful, they don't cast as quick. And Rogues are great, but they do take... Oh, it depends how you play it. Rogues are very useful if you're going into quests with lots of traps, but they also take quite a bit of damage and can be very squishy at times. Depends what build you're going for. believe this is the last time we're going to have to open this portcullis. They do eventually give up. There we go. Yeah, see, if I played a little more cautious, it's not too bad. I get in the habit of running into things. Used to playing barbarians, where that's pretty much the aim of the game.
You hear human voices crying for help in this top goblin.
Missed you. My prisoner.
The prisoner flees to safety. The prisoner flees to safety.
This room we won't do. I'm pretty sure it's full of traps and there's just an optional chest at the end. If you're playing a character that can, obviously, then go wild. So I think these are shrines. Yes. Oh yeah, I thought you'd be there. I just thought, I didn't check.
The prisoner flees to safety. The prisoner flees to safety.
No, won't do that. And the last prisoner, I assume, is in this room at the top.
This is the warden's room, where the
Okay,
prisoners
there are a lot of enemies in here from memory.
One floors of the room. Justice has been meted upon Splinter Skull's warden. As he dies, 2 keys fall to the ground. This key appears to be for a storeroom of some sort.
Oh, I remember, yeah. I believe these open those optional rooms. I can't quite remember. It could be some other doors, maybe that one over there, but...
All the prisoners have escaped from Splinter Skull. Your work
Let's see.
here is done for now.
Yeah, I don't have knock yet either, that's a shame. Did I didn't actually key blur, and I could have been using that this whole time. That's a 20% chance that you won't get hit by something. It's like a displacement. It makes it, yeah, you become blurry anyway. That's the point of the spell. But yes, That's very good in place of fortification, I suppose. Or just good in
The
general, even with
hobgoblins here
fortification.
do not seem hostile.
Also,
In
displacement's a
fact, their
50%
chief
chance. You
beckons
get that
them
later on,
closer.
but it's not a very long buff. I think it lasts like 2 minutes. Unless you get extend spell, which I don't usually bother with on a sorcerer. Okay, this will
You
be
have
level
found the
4,
mouth
so
of
we'll go, yeah, we'll
Splinter
go hard.
Skull. The shouts of hobgoblins echo from within.
Judging on how I went with those first few quests, I'm going to play it safe. It has been, yeah, no, be fine. Okay, kill these spiders, hopefully they don't web me. If you can get freedom of movement items, they're often named items, that's very useful. It protects you from webs and I think grease on the floor and stuff like that. Can't quite recall all of them, but it's really handy. Because getting stuck in place can be incredibly bad. Especially if there's a lot of enemies. Underwater actions also quite handy. I mean, that's just water breathing, but it's on all the time. You don't need to worry about clicking the boots or anything. I said boots out of habit. I'm pretty sure my underwater action item is a pair of boots. I don't have to do this, which is nice. I'm gonna say we do need to do these rooms. I'm pretty sure that you get 1 or 2 in here. Hopefully I don't waste my time. Be a patrol guy in here, I think. Yes, a tactician. Cool. There wouldn't be another one in here. I don't think they are randomly generated. I think that they always spawn in the same spot, but I can't say that with total certainty, and to save time I'm just going to run in here anyway. Pretty sure there's one in that room, one at the top, and one in the next section. If I played them in my last life I would remember. Yeah, no need to go in here. Unless you want that room. I believe it's full of spike traps. We aren't hard, so I might be able to go in there and not die. Famous last words. Let's see what we're dealing with. Yeah. Is that all? I thought there's a fire trap there. There's no oh! That must have been for the... Oh, it was an optional in the last quest, if we used those storeroom keys. That was a waste of time. My highling. Oh, I sat him down. Won't get angry at him this time. It wasn't him that screwed me over, I don't think. It was the level 3 highling. Well, neither did really. It was my own failure, but I hold grudges.
The air smells foul here, but you hear hobgoblins shouting orders. Some of the tacticians may be
Mr. Wolf. And the great thing about the number of spell points you end up saving with this class is once your buffs run out, you can really afford to just recast them. you're not going to be worried about how many you have left very often, unless it's a very long quest. I suppose in that case it might be a problem. Thought there was one down here.
The hobgoblin tactician guards orders to his men with a sheaf of papers. Seeing you, he throws them away and attacks.
4 constitution? Yeah, that's pretty good for a level 5 item. I'll be able to actually equip some decent gear next time around. There doesn't seem to be anything good dropping at level 4 for me. And I didn't stockpile much gear on my first life because I also had bad rolls. But yeah, we're not going to need that anymore, despite the fact it gives us tumble. We will want that. And that. We won't need
This
that.
door appears not only to be locked, but also barred on the other side. It cannot be opened now.
Alright, there isn't one up there. I always tell myself there is, and then I go through a bunch of traps for no reason. Pretty sure the third man is just walking around. Where are you? Yeah, up there is the spot I don't like. Oh no, that's not good. Oh. Oh. Yes, they cast some nasty crowd control spells. I forgot about that. Thank God we had Malaran. Not sure where this last guy's gotten to, because I'm certain he walks around in a circle. Yeah.
The hobgoblin tactician studying a map of Tangleroot, sees you, and draws his sword to his side.
There we go. So this chain's gotten me about, well, nearly 10,000 so far, I think. Which isn't bad, really. I mean, that's quite a lot of XP at this level. And there's still another quest at least, until I'm going to stop for a while. I think there's 2 3s, 2 4s, a 5, a 6, and 2 7s.
Their chief beckons you closer.
Let's have a look. Level 4, yeah. Oh yeah, that's a decent quest. I mean, they all are, but some of them I prefer.
You have found the mouth of Splinter Skull. The shouts of hobgoblins echo from within.
Night Shield didn't cast. Half the time I cast spells as a sorcerer, well, not half, but quite often I'll cast a buff and it just won't work, and I believe it's because I cast so quickly and it's the lag causes it to just not realise I've clicked it, but it'll mean it happens quite a bit. I love Blur. It is really good. I always get it. I quite often don't get displacement though, I just don't always feel it's necessary, and I quite often forget to cast those short buffs that are like a minute and a half. I do get haste because I love to run as fast as possible, and any other movement items that'll cause me to run faster, like striding stuff. It's made me scared. That was harsh. Turning him to ice.
The stench of the spider tunnels is stronger than before. Whatever dwells here now must be
Well, that was risky. I don't know what I was doing. Thanks, Mallory. Again, I would not be able to do these quests without a hireling. So even if I hate them sometimes, they're worth it. Now we have to go find where Whisperdoom has laid her eggs. And from memory, I want to say it's this one. No, we found a daughter though. I think that's just an optional in this quest.
a foul
Yeah.
spider. You have stumbled across one of Whisperdoom's daughters.
Whisperdoom's daughter is mean. And not take much damage. How many are there? Oh, there's only 3. We can do that. As long as I run into them. Your friends are on that ledge, aren't they? Yes. No, you don't. Okay, let's hope for this one.
Stench
Yes.
is stronger down this tunnel, and you hear a ponderous bulk shifting in the caves beyond. The spider
Now
in
you
this
can't kill
cave is
Whisperdoom,
huge
so
and
there's no
terrible,
point trying. I usually
surrounded
set
by
my hireling
egg
to distract her for a while,
Behold, Whisperdoom.
as per usual. Oh, he's already assumed it. He's already assumed his position as if from muscle memory. Excuse me, big spider. Thank you. And you, sir, can stay here. Cheers. And then once you're sufficiently happy that it's just going to try and eat your friend, you can run away. Oh god. Yeah, she's got a nice tasty dark elf meal. Drow elf.
The hobgoblins here do not seem hostile. In fact,
Yes,
their
this will be
chief
level
effect is
5,
you
and at that point I'm going to recall, we might go run Irestone Inlet, which is in the harbour, but doing the level 5s, I'll have to run them on normal, I think, and that's just not worthwhile. Maybe on hard would be a push. Possible. This is only a second life character, so a bit cautious. Don't believe there's a faster way to the harbour yet. Soon we'll be able to teleport from the guild ship, which will be nice. Okay, almost there. I'm just going to check my enhancements because I feel like I've earned some action points. Yes. I usually dip a bit into Eldritch Knight, quite a bit actually. So I'll take Eldritch Strike, I think. We're going to take it up to Imbue the Blade and get Charisma, Shield and Mage Armor. That's what I usually do. This also gives you the Eldritch Strike enhancement, which is just you twirling around with your weapon, but it explodes and it does some elemental damage, depending on what type you pick in the future. It's pretty decent. I used it in my first Sorcerer life on a different character for a while. I stick to pure spellcasting now usually. You can get Charisma to hit through the Eldritch Knight tree, I'm pretty sure, so you can do your melee damage with Charisma, which can be quite good because you're dumping all of your points into Charisma and your strength is usually pitiful, like mine. It's not a bad idea. Cool. Buff. This on hard shouldn't be a problem.
Voices of hobgoblins can be heard nearby. These camps appear well organized, as if the crew expects to stay.
Where do they come from? This is only happening, I believe, because our strength is so low. That is classed as a spell. If I take one of my restoration pots, where are you? Blindness removal. There we go. Oh yeah, we can't do that yet.
At a cook pot in the back of the camp, a kobold mixes a pungent brew. Irestone flails in agony and stops moving.
Not my robe. Come on. Oh, I didn't really want that. Ooh, I wanted that. Thanks. Love how it beams into the sky. It's a very pretty map
Several
in this
patrols
quest.
are winding through the inlet's valleys. Take caution as you advance.
Okay. We're over halfway to level 5. Level 5 I like because you get to go to Three Barrel Cove, which is my favourite adventure pack under level 10. I do love Ravenloft as well, doing all those quests. Thought I saw that.
Yar's schooner has been discovered at the end of the inlet. Yar would be stranded without it.
Oops. Okay, so we're just going to go around and rescue all the slaves, and once we've done that, we can start getting powder kegs. I'm going to have to blow someone's ship up. Oh. Sorry, friend, I didn't mean to get you. God damn. That's why it's worth having those potions instead of having to wait it out. Hirelings, as they go, get a bit... well, some Hirelings have restoration on them. I don't think this guy does. It's very useful. When they get raised dead is when things start getting a lot easier. Oh, wrong button. Little victory twirl. Can't get me. Yoink. I did free that slave. Powder keg, treasure bag, yes. Swift. Don't hurt me. Oof, he's good. I see you.
The briny air stinks unmistakably of ogre.
You smell like ogre. I deserve this, I'm sorry. Jesus, that was eventful. I see nothing wrong with this. Ah. Alright, you focus on killing things. Did I get fear removal? I feel like I scoffed at it. Yeah, must have. I'm gonna kill you so hard.
Mate of the Bomb Raiders.
May as well rest.
Fought his last battle.
There you go. Here's a reward for saving me from death. equipment.
Yar's orders say he's to sail on Stormreach and blockade the harbor. Keep him from leaving the inlet.
How full are we? I'm imagining we're getting there. Yeah. Because we're going to need to start getting powder kegs. Excuse me, sir. Just a second. Yeah, we don't need you. God, it'd be nice once I have fireball. You do that. I did just clear space, but I can't help myself. Cool. Now that's the slaves dealt with. We just have to go along and grab some powder kegs on the way to the ship, and then we're done. So not the longest quest. It is fairly long for a harbour quest, but the XP reward is worth it. If you're in this quest with a party as well, it goes by a lot easier. What is it they're casting on me? Raven Feeblement, Great Sundering. That's what I get for letting him live. How many powder kegs are around here? Hopefully I'm not going to have to backtrack. Oh, we need one more. So we will. They've already tried to reclaim this area since I killed all their friends.
You have found 6 powder kegs. Use them to track Yar's schooner while he's ashore.
Some nice water.
This small vessel barely looks seaworthy. Draft of Yar's protection must be too deep to anchor in such shallow water. Aryar's
Now you
speed
want to run
has
as
been
quickly as
transformed
possible.
into a floating bomb. You hear a bellowing voice not far away. Probably Aryar realizing he's stuck ashore.
Cool. You just have to run back to the quest giver. Oh, there's a chest as well.
Then he died, effectively calling his own bluff.
Worth it. How is that coming along? Not bad. And oh, I just realised I have my horrible cosmetic on again. It must have reapplied itself. That's better. Alright. Nice.
Howls of triumph.
Not bad. Okay, now we get another action point, and we're pretty close to level 5, so should be able to get that next time I play. I'm going to wrap it up after I hand this quest back in, but I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Hasn't been too boring. I will be going back to Tangleroot. I'll probably redo that quest I died in last time, but after that it'll be 2 Barrel Cove, 3 Barrel Cove even. Oh my word. Okay. Now what do we have? Jump? No. Charming? That's enchantment, yeah, I always get that confused. Reinforced, we already have that, and it's higher. Reconstructed. Spell Law 3%. Death Block. Ah, none of it's anything to write home about really. Cool, okay, well I'll see you next time. Thanks again.